So guys, fingers crossed, the next time I see you, we'll be on the beach at Castlepoint, awaiting a stunning, stunning sunrise. I hope. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Good evening guys, from New Zealand. It's around about 10:30 PM. I'd got my alarm set for 1 AM. I've been in bed since 8 AM. No, I've not. I've been in bed since 8 PM, trying to get some sleep because I've got a 3.5 hour journey ahead of me. I'm setting off at 1 AM, or that was the plan, to set off at 1 AM, drive south down to a little place called Castlepoint on the Wairarapa coast. It's a stunning location, absolutely beautiful place. I've been there before once, absolutely loved it. And my idea for this weekend was to head down there because we've got a new moon as well, so I was hoping to get some astrophotography, the Milky Way over the lighthouse. I've done that before and it's come out really well, so I was going to aim for that again. Unfortunately, the weather has just turned sour. It is absolutely crap. It looks rubbish. If it's wet, it's miserable, it's going to get windy, possibly cold. So I'm thinking, do I call it a draw? I've got digs paid for, so do I call it a draw and say bugger it and stay home, or do I get off my ass and do it and just hope for a break in the weather? If I get a sunrise that's anything like, all good. I'm thinking do it, go for it, because you never know. It's a 3.5 hour drive. I'm absolutely shattered tired. I've tried getting sleep, can't get sleep, my head's buzzing. So I bought myself some rocket fuel for the journey, so I should be with that inside me and some cracking tunes on the radio. I'm going to stick a bit of Arctic Monkeys on and I'll be flying, I'll be buzzing, and I'll be singing all the way to Castlepoint. So guys, fingers crossed, the next time I see you, we'll be on the beach at Castlepoint, awaiting a stunning, stunning sunrise. I hope. Fingers crossed. We'll see. So I arrived at Castle Rock. No, I didn't. I arrived at Castlepoint around about 3:30 AM. I set off from Napier. It was absolutely tanking down, which it continued to do for about an hour and a half into the journey. And I got this little voice in my head saying, turn around mate, turn around. What are you thinking? Why? What are you thinking about? Turn around, go home, it's not going to happen. And I had another voice in my head saying, mate, if you don't go, guaranteed you're going to miss an epic sunrise. You're going to kick yourself. Just do it. So the latter won, and here I am. But the former looks like it will bang on, unfortunately. I arrived, it was dry when I arrived. Right, it's certainly not dry now. 5:30 AM. It started absolutely tanking down. I'm sleeping in the car, or I had a couple of hours sleep in the car anyway, and wow, it was absolutely banging down, like stair rods hitting the car. So I managed to get a couple of hours kip, which is okay. So now we're about 40 minutes away from sunrise. We've got a little bit of light in the sky so far. Not much. I'm thinking I should get out and I should go for a bit of a walk and see what's happening, but I really don't want to. It sounds wet, it sounds miserable, it sounds pretty grim out there, to be honest. But the one thing, the good thing, being a press photographer has taught me is that photographs have got to happen, no matter what the conditions. It's not all about great light, great timing, great conditions. Photographs have got to be taken no matter what, and that is press photography. You've got to make the best of what you've got in front of you at the time. So I'm going to use that philosophy, if it's a philosophy. I'm going to use that ethos. I'm getting good here. I'm going to use that ethos as a motivating factor this morning, and I'm going to get my brolly up, get my rain jacket on, get my camera out, and run for a walk. I'll see what we can get. It's around about 7:25. Sunrise has been and gone. No colour whatsoever. What we have got is a lot of clouds, a lot of moody clouds, storm clouds. We're getting bands of rain coming through. We've got mega wind blowing. It's not so bad at the moment. It's kind of calmed down a little bit. But geez, it was buffeting me all over the show at one stage. All I could do was stay on my feet, to be honest, and trying to keep the camera dry. Oh, my insurance company, if they're watching this, really sorry. What can you do? But for all that, stunning place. I remember this place being beautiful. I really do. But I saw it in sunshine last time, and it is stunning. I mean, you've seen the photographs earlier I posted. They're absolutely, what a beautiful place. Today, it's even better. It's hard work trying to vlog, and it's hard work trying to get photographs. There's no chance I'm going to get the drone up, not a prayer, not with this wind. But the sheer raw beauty of the place. I mean, the clouds, it just makes such atmosphere. It really does. It's just incredible. I'm just hoping I can get some more footage before that next band of rain comes in, because I'd rather you be watching what I'm seeing rather than watching my ugly mug on the screen rabbiting. All I can tell you is, wow, I'm absolutely blown away by this place. Absolutely blown away. Didn't want to get out of the car at all this morning. So glad I did. Now I'm pretty sure this area here is called Deliverance Cove. Now it's called that because back in the day, an old British missionary called William Colenso was on a ship. I can't remember the name of the ship, but they were trying to get around the coast to Wellington. Unfortunately, the weather was so bad they couldn't get through to Wellington, so they were kind of stranded on board for a few days, a good few days. Ran out of water. I think they were without water for 4 days, 5 days, something like that, and they were in a serious bit of strife. So they kind of headed back up the coast here, up the Wairarapa coast, trying to find shelter. And somebody spotted this little cove here, this little inlet, and in they came, nice and sheltered, got themselves resupplied, got themselves rested up, and they were ready to go again. And somebody called it, probably Colenso, called it Deliverance Cove. And every time I think of that name, Deliverance Cove, all I can think of is banjos. And it must have been kind of like that back in the day. I just imagine the local Maori down here thinking, what the hell are these numpties doing out in these conditions? A bit like me today, actually. Not flash. History lesson over. That history lesson actually came from Paddy O'Sullivan, a work colleague. Cheers, Pad. Prominent rock out there. I think it's called Lion Rock or Castle Rock. Shit. I don't know. I think it's Lion Rock. But as normally happens, I'll probably be proved wrong. Lion or Castle. Lion. Now according to the forecast, this is when the rain's supposed to kick in. It did say we had probably an hour's window between bands of rain. I think we've had that, and it's absolutely pounding down now. It's all I can do to sort of keep on my feet, keep the tripod steady, keep the camera shielded as much as I can with a brolly. I've got the camera strapped around my neck like that. I'm trying to hold the brolly like that. I'm trying to hold the little phone here. I'm trying to hold this damn thing. I'm just making sure that tide's not coming in either, because if that comes in, I don't want to get stranded out here. As bad as the conditions are, and I've got to be honest, I've not really shot landscape photography in conditions quite like this. It's pretty pants, but I'm loving it. I'm absolutely, I'm in my element. This is absolutely, wow. Could not have wished for better conditions. I could, but This is working out nicely. It's working out a treat. Awesome, guys. I nipped back into Maitaikon to get a bit of petrol and a few supplies, like had to get some waterproof leggings because had to get some waterproof leggings because my trousers were absolutely soaked this morning. I've got them on the dashboard now drying away. Hopefully they'll be okay. But I want to do a couple of walks this afternoon and tomorrow morning, so the plan is to get some waterproof leggings. Should keep me dry. On the way back to Castlepoint, I decided to call in the Tinui, which is, I can't actually remember what Tinui is famous for. It's something to do with Anzac Day. There's a massive, it's only a small village, but there's an absolutely massive Anzac Day parade. It's a huge turnout apparently every single year, and I think it's something to do with the first place in New Zealand to recognise Anzac Day, or to do a Anzac Day service, something like that. Beautiful little village, and I call it the little Tinui tea rooms. Had a cracking little feed of eggs and toast and a beautiful coffee, and they've got like a little museum set up there, a little craft shop. If ever you're passing through this way, call in and see the guys. They'll look after you. I've arrived at my little batch for the night. And this place has cost me something like about, where have I gone? Down. This place has cost me $35 for the night, which is what, 5 cups of coffee to stay in this place for the night. I've just got myself a little fire going just to warm the place out, although it's not that cold really, but it's just pretty cool to have a fire in it, you know, and log fire. Way. So it's round about maybe 8 k's from Castlepoint, up and over the hills, hugging the coastline all the way. And to be honest with you, stick a fork in me, I'm done. I could live here. I say that about every place I go, but I mean I could really live here. Such diverse coastline. There's just rocks, geology, it's got everything. It's got absolutely everything. Little bays, coves, mountains at the back of me, ocean at the front of me. It's got everything. It's absolutely stunning. So that's the batch, guys. I'll put a link in the description who to contact if ever you're in New Zealand and you want a place to stop near Castlepoint. This is as good a place as any, just for the drive to it. I mean, man alive, it is just such a stunning drive. A bit hairy in places because obviously we've had quite a lot of rain and a few of the hills are sort of collapsing, so quite a lot of debris on the road, but it's quite fun. It's all good. Dead right. Alright guys, I'm going to get a little bit of a bite to eat again and then we're going exploring. Can't wait. The weather is still a bit pants, a lot better than it was this morning, that's for sure. Couldn't be much worse, could it really? But I think it's going to clear up a little bit. I'm hoping. No matter what it does anyway, I'm doing the Deliverance Cove walk, that's a guarantee. I'm just on my way down to Castlepoint. I want to do a bit of a walk. The clouds clearing quite nicely, quite moody, quite stormy out there still. But I just thought I keep pulling up every 5 bloody minutes. It's a stunning piece of coastline. But I've just found a bit of a shot down there. I've got a 10-stop filter on, and I'm thinking it's going to get quite a nice little moody shot. Welcome to Castlepoint, guys. Or in Maori, Rangi Whakaoma. Rangi Whakaoma. So guys, this is Castlepoint, one of my favourite places in New Zealand. Absolutely blows me away every time I've been here. I've only been here twice, but it blows me away both times. The rock over on the horizon there, I'm sure this morning if it was called Castle Rock or Lion Rock. I kind of plumped it for Lion Rock, and it turns out I plumped wrong. It's actually Castle Rock. Kind of figures really. You can't actually see it at the moment because it's shrouded in mist, but I assure you it's there. Now I'm not the least bit spiritual. This is about as near as a spiritual experience as I think I've ever had. It's just unbelievable. The way it started this morning, horrendous conditions, and the way it's finishing this evening. We've got about an hour 20 minutes until sunset, and we're going to get one. We're going to get some nice colour up there. So we're just about on dusk, and I've got to be honest, a bit of advice from your Uncle Paul. If you've got that nagging doubt in your head, that little voice in the back of your mind that's saying, don't bother, it's going to be shite, weather's crap. If it's in forecast, forget about it. It's not happening. Just ignore it. Ignore that, boys. Go with your gut feeling. Hope for best, and you'll get it 9 times out of 10. That's what it's been today. It's just turned out into one of the, not one of the, it's turned out to be the best day's photography. It's just been absolutely, I've loved it. Absolutely loved it from start to finish. Even this morning, the howling wind and driving rain, it was hard work, but I know I got some good shots. And then to finish it like I have done this evening, it's been beautiful. Didn't quite get the light on the lighthouse and the rocks that I was kind of hoping for at dusk. Now what I'm going to do shortly is make my way back to base camp, which is over yonder the hills, around about 8 k's away from here. I'm going to make myself a little feed, put some more logs on the fire, although I don't really need them, it's not that cold. And then tomorrow morning, first thing tomorrow morning, I'm going to set the alarm for around about maybe 4 AM, 3:30, 4 AM. I'm going to come back down here, try and shoot some astro over the lighthouse, and then I'll be in perfect position for the sunrise tomorrow morning, because I reckon we're going to get one. And I think this position where I am now, looking down on the lighthouse and Castle Rock, which you can't actually see, well, you can see just the tip of it there behind the mist, they're going to catch the first rays of sun, and it's just going to be absolutely mega. Do you know something? I'm knackered, I'm absolutely shattered, but I can't smile wide enough. I really can't. I could, but I can't, if you know what I mean. Shit, it's just absolutely, I ain't got the words. And if I did have the words, I won't be able to use them. Need somebody a lot brighter than me here to describe this, it really does. I just hope the photographs and the footage give you a sense of what it's like here. I'm feeling quite emotional. Well, as emotional as I get anyway. And there guys, there's the magic.